racist. We're not sure, are we? We can't remember them in sufficient detail. Good evening! And welcome to Andrew O'Neill's Black Magic Fun Hour! Yeah, good evening! Thank you very much for feeding William. Good evening! We must cage them! Good evening! I could have been a towel, but I was harvested too soon. Hear the lament of the flannel. Good evening! Good evening. French polishers, it's just possible you could save my life. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. Formerly, Andrew O'Neill is trapped down a well, but then we got Mercury on as an advisor. We rebranded. So good evening. Later on in the show, 20 things that getting distracted by clickbait lists on the internet has prevented me achieving in life. You won't believe number 4. That's later. We must cage them! That's later on. In the meantime, good evening. The agility round at Crufts. It's got a lot more difficult, hasn't it, in recent years? Yeah? Bitches bit tripping. So good evening. Sure, wakeboarding's fun, but it pisses off the other mourners. Oh, you've knocked over the buffet. So good evening. We must cage them. Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. So everybody breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Beautiful. And on the count of 3, clap once. Everybody, 1, 2, 3. That was a lot of people holding drinks, of course. That's fine. I'm a professional. I know if it's not a sat gig, this becomes tricky. Okay, so now you've had a chance to put them down. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Fucking beautiful. A lot of fewer people the second time. That's fucked. Okay, right, now everybody click your fingers. We're going to go quieter, so click your fingers. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Nice! Cool for like the past. You know, like happy days. Was it the 50s or was it the 70s? Okay, so clap. 1, 2, 3. Now click your fingers. 1, 2, 3. And now on the count of 3, crack your knuckles. Ready? Shh. Ready? And 1, 2, 3. Andrew O'Neill's Black Magic Fun Hour. It's Andrew O'Neill's Black Magic Fun Hour. It's a comedy show about gaining occult power. It's Andrew O'Neill's Black Magic Fun Hour. It's a way to ascend to the transcendental. There's a very real danger of going properly mental. It's Andrew O'Neill's Black Magic Fun Hour. Now, I'm not asserting cause and effect, just outlining the weird shit I've come to expect. It's Andrew O'Neill's Black Magic Fun Hour. Now, everybody, I want you to clap, 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 clap. Okay. Give me an S. All right, that's only about half of you, and someone there very, very late indeed. So we've only got an hour, so quick as you can. Give me an S. Give me P. Give me an E. Give me an L. Give me an L. Give me an I. Give me an N. Give me G. What do you got? Andrew O'Neill's Black Magic Fun Hour. Good evening! Thank you very much indeed. Good evening. Now then, Cilla Black and Lulu. Cilla Black and Lulu. Cilla Black and Lulu sitting in a tree talking about the... Just anything that rhymes with tree will do. The patriarchy. That's top level. It's top draw. It's the best answer. It's not the right answer, but it is the best answer. The right answer is, of course, the 60s. Now, good evening. I could have done that one. So, good evening. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Andrew O'Neill's Black Magic Fun Hour. As formerly, Andrew and I was trapped down the well, but then Mercury intervened. So, it's a show, ladies and gentlemen. It's a show. Well, first, I'll tell you about myself. My name's Andrew O'Neill. Hello. Some of you may well know me from. Hello. Some of you may know me from. We used to live together. And obviously we met at university, didn't we? You know, but we weren't really friends at university, were we? Sort of till after university, we ended up in that sort of flat share together. Kind of split up relationships around the same time. You've moved away through work, you know, but we keep up through WhatsApp. He's not here though, so the rest of you. Maybe when you see me on stage, maybe you've seen me on telly, you may well recognise my voice from the voiceover work I do. The Bee Gees, a warning from history. Because the arse has fallen out of stand-up comedy, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you're aware of this. Well, I started doing stand-up comedy a decade and a half ago. There's a lot of money to be made from stand-up comedy. Well, I wasn't good enough back then to earn the money. Now I am good enough. The money has fucked off. Right? Yeah, McIntyre's got it all. So, we have to subsidise our income. I do a lot of voiceover work. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. Terms and conditions apply. People must exceed 50 grams of weight when apples will be consumed in any 24-hour period. Non-medical proximity to a doctor may occur. If symptoms persist, stop keeping the doctor away. A lot of range in my voiceovers. Dangerous Dave's Dangerous Holidays. We put the canoe in volcano. So, good evening. We must cage them. So this is Andrew Neil's Black Magic Fun now. Now I practice ritual magic. I believe the ritual magic works. Now people say you have to be mad, right? You have to be mad or paranoid to believe that magic works. And I say, well, who's really mad or paranoid? Yeah, right? Me, yeah, right? Or Camden Council, right? Who have put at the end of my road a big yellow bin full of salt as an alchemical protection against my magic. Yeah. Who looks mad now? Magic does work, often in really fucking annoying ways. If you think the magic doesn't work, you're wrong. If you think that intoning certain words in a certain way can bring about change in the real world, for good or for ill, I say to you, make America great again. Magic works. Magic never works in the way you want. If you do a ritual to get a load of money, you won't win the lottery. You'll probably have a horrific car accident and then receive compensation. Now, I've been practicing magic for a long time, and it works. It works. It doesn't work for everything. Crowley couldn't get off smack. It works really well for some things. Not for, if you're a poet, then use magic. Magic is a really good way to get the creative juices flowing. If you're a civil engineer building bridges, please use science. The bridge is wobbly, but it's so sparkly. Look at the unicorns! Look at the depths! Magic works. I've used magic for a lot of different things over the years, and it's always worked. So I use magic, for example, to help me write a book. I've written a book. It's a history of heavy metal, and it's available for sale in the foyer. We haven't got a foyer. It's available for sale round the back by the bins. What I've written foyer on. It's £10, mate. Could do that sort of stuff after. It's all very well these jokes happening, but I want to know how much the book is. Before we go any further with the jokes, I just want to clear something up. I am potentially interested in the book, Andrew, but I need to know how much beer I can have and buy a book. In this venue, not much. Sip it. Sip it. Bought my own from Sainsbury's. Now, it's a good note, but you have to support the venues because it's Camden and they put the fucking rent up. That's why their beer is expensive. So do buy the beer. Buy lots of beer and then buy all my books. You buy all my books. And then sell them at a profit. That's what I do. Get these for fuck all in FOP. Now... Genuinely true. I went and bought 30. The bloke thought I was the biggest fan of me in the world. Anyway, I digress. I've got, don't fucking heckle me, because this is what happens, man. I've got ADHD, and we'll be here all fucking night. And a lot of you've got Christmas to do. So, there are jokes at the end of the show going, no, there wasn't time, falling off the edge of the show. Anyway. I wrote a book, and I've got ADHD, right? And writing a book when you've got ADHD is really fucking hard, right? Because the world is a very shiny place. And but when I was writing the book, I used magic to help me write it. Now, when I was writing the book, I invoked gods of writing, right? Gods like Thoth from ancient Egypt, and Hermes from ancient Greece, and Mercury from ancient Rome. And when I was doing that, I genuinely, it definitely helped me write the book. Now, whether that's a placebo effect or whether it really worked to magic, it doesn't matter. The effect is the same, and it really helps. But as I say, it's not good for everything. It's good to get the ideas flowing. It's good to tap you into your unconscious mind and unleash the creative process. What it's not good for is overcoming procrastination. to something I'm saying. If you think the best way to overcome procrastination is by doing an emotionally draining hour-long ritual, you don't understand procrastination. Magic's good for some things, not good for other things. So, I wrote this book, and when I finished writing the book, I did a ritual to thank these gods of writing. Now, I chose out of the three Mercury, because he is a local boy, right? I live at the road in London. The Romans were here in London. There's little statues of Mercury. They pulled out the Thames, so I thought I would choose Mercury to do it. And for the first time in my magical career, I combined magic with psychedelics. Now, I've done magic for 10 years, and I've always kept drugs out of the equation up until this point, because I wanted to know what magic felt like. Sort of on its own without the drugs. And it's always worked. In that 10 years of doing it without drugs, it always worked, and I've had incredible experiences. So to give you a little rough idea of what magic feels like without drugs, right? See me, physical, real kind of piss and shit and blood and bones, right? And surprisingly tiny nipples, right? And they look like they're further away than they really are, don't they? Right? Now, and then here, right, imagine Jeff Capes, right? It's quite a young audience, so a lot of you don't know Jeff. There's a sharp Jeff Capes knowledge cut-off. I think it's at like 35. Over 35, everyone fucking knows who Jeff Capes is, and then under, fuck all people know who Jeff Capes is. So I don't know, young people, I don't know what, imagine Snapchat, right? Or, I don't know. Imagine a more contemporary, very strong man, right? Who also breeds budgies. Now, right? So imagine you Jeff Capes here, as vivid as you can, and then compare him to me. So he's sort of roughly see-through, and I'm not that see-through, right? And then what magic does is it kind of conjures up stuff that's a lot more real, a lot more corporeal than your imaginary Jeff Capes, but less than me. It's a kind of liminal space between the two. And I've had incredible experiences over the years. Magic's always worked for me, but as I say, I kind of kept the drugs out of it because I wanted to know what magic felt like without them. I've also, over the last 20 years, done a shitload of drugs for similar scientific reasons. Officer. So, like... The point being, I know what a psychedelic experience feels like, and I know what a magical experience feels like, and they feel different. So for the first time, I dropped acid while invoking Mercury. And to be perfectly honest, having done 10 years of magic without drugs, doing it with drugs is way better! Woo! Surround sound IMAX, fuck THX, woo! No! Like, because that's what they're for. Magic is what psychedelics are for. If you're taking psychedelics and not doing magic, you're a fucking dick. It's what they're for. It's like taking steroids and not working out. It's what they're for. Why are you taking steroids if you're not working out? I just want my penis to stop working. Well, you carry on. We must cage them. Come on, Tim, I had an ecstatic union with the god form Mercury. He lifted me physically off my feet and he bonded with me atom by atom and he spoke to me. He said, do not bow before me because everything you do is the spoken or the written word. Therefore, everything you do represents me. You are my representative. Raise your game. He told me that he is Thoth, he is Hermes, he is Mercury. They're the three aspects of entirely the same thing. He told me a shitload about my true will, what I'm supposed to be doing with my life. I had a load of other kind of insights off the back of this ritual experience. For the first time, fully understood the notion that the universe is one thing. We're intractably a part of it. I had a real insight into the track listing on Electric Ladyland. That's probably just the acid, I think, by that point. If you're interested, I have produced a small fact sheet. It's to do with the Bob Dylan cover, and then... Anyway. Now look what I can do. Oh, yeah, we get you, Jim. So, the point is, right, and it was incredible. I did a wonderful experience and genuinely life-changing. Then after this ritual, I had a cascade effect. For 2 weeks, my life became completely unrealistic. So many synchronicities, so many coincidences. I met Jimmy Page. I was on my way to a magical bookshop called Treadwell's, and I decided to go past Treadwell's, keep going, for no particular reason, to Atlantis. Not the place, the bookshop, right? And keep cycling, we'll get there, right? And I went into Atlantis, and I was buying a book, and Geraldine, who works there and sort of runs it, she was chatting to some people. She said, how are you doing? Have you finished writing the book? I'm like, yeah, I have, but I've had this major magical experience. Yeah, I can't talk to you now, but make sure you're here next Tuesday. Why? What's happening next Tuesday? She said, I can't tell you, just make sure you're here at 7 o'clock. What was happening was Jimmy Page's girlfriend, 26, was doing a poetry reading, and Jimmy Page was there. So I'm there for a while, and Jimmy Page turns up, and Geraldine goes, oh, Jimmy, this is Andrew. Andrew's just written a book about heavy metal. Off you go. Had a 2-hour conversation with Jimmy Page about Crowley, about Boleskine, about trance states. I mentioned U-Tree, he went to the toilet. We must cage them! Now, come on, Tim.